You're listening to a DM podcast.
Welcome to The 5 of My Life with me, Nigel Marsh. Each guest who takes the 5 of My Life challenge chooses a favourite film, book, song, place and possession.
Hello, 5 of My Life listener. No, I'm not Nigel. It's producer Mandy here. I've had the privilege of working with Nigel on the 5 of My Life podcast for almost 2 years now, and I can honestly say it doesn't really feel like work. I genuinely love hearing those intimate moments that Nigel manages to extract from his guests and the way that they can't hide when they put their 5 choices out into the world. Now, Nigel's away at the moment, so he's asked me to put together this sneak peek from his next guest, media personality and radio host Angela Catterns. It feels kind of fitting to be introducing Ange, as she was a hero of mine for such a long time. I worked in radio as an announcer on various stations from the late 90s, and at that time, there just weren't many women that were kicking the goals that Ange was. She was bucking trends, she carved her own path and perfected her craft while entertaining the whole country. She never fell into that often female role of being a chucklehead. She inspired me as a young announcer. Now, her voice has been described as being as smooth as chocolate, but for me, it was her laugh. It's as generous as sunshine. You're going to hear it a lot in her episode with Nigel next week. And if it doesn't make you smile when you hear it, you're a robot. Anyway, this was never supposed to be me gushing about Angela. It's about giving you a taste of one of those intimate moments that the 5 of My Life is so good at capturing. Angela's third choice, the song, was always going to be intriguing because she's a radio announcer and a music aficionado. Here is why she chose her song.
This was the hardest of all to decide which song. Would it be a Joni Mitchell song? But this song, so the aforementioned heartbreaking bust-up that I had, which was with a woman actually, the first time I was in a relationship with a woman. And anyway, all of that happened at exactly the same time that my mother died. So I was full of grief and sadness. And I decided best go back to the country. So I did. I bought a house on the north coast of New South Wales, where I now live, and I arranged for all my furniture and stuff to be moved up there, and I drove with my dog in the back seat up north to the country, which is a long drive from Sydney.
And this is not with the woman. This is post-woman.
That's right.
With a broken heart, heart and a dog, not
and
full
post-death of mother also.
Oh dear. Okay.
Yeah, it was all very sad and all piled in on top of itself. So anyway, this was a wonderful move to buy a house in the country, back on the north coast where I'd lived twice before in my life, and here I am driving up this beautiful country road towards my new house, and I'm going to cry now.
No.
And playing this song.
To find out which song the warm, intelligent and generous Angela Catterns chose, the song that elicits that memory and emotion, you're going to have to tune in next week to hear Nigel's conversation with her on the 5 of My Life. I know, sorry, but I am the producer. My job is to make sure you come back. So, Nigel will be back with Angela Catterns next week. And until next time, thanks for listening.